Hi everyone, George here, and today I'm at Aquarium Gardens where we're going to take a look in close up at the Aquascaper 900 that's been running for 8 months, the Aquascaper 1500 that's been running for 10 months, and finally their beautiful ADA 60p that's now been running for almost 18 months. So a very different video in terms of the voiceover. I'm just going to ramble on. I'm going to look at what I'm seeing on the screen and I'm going to tell you what I see, and hopefully you can enjoy it as well. So let's take a closer look at the Aquascaper 900. So as we said, it's been running for 8 months, and you can see a beautiful use of the Ludwigia palustris there, the red stem plants acting as a focal point, roughly in line with the rule of thirds. I just love the complex textures that are going on in here. We've got the dense carpet of the Monte Carlo and Hemianthus. We've also got the distinct round coin-shaped kind of leaves with the Hydrocotyle verticillata, which is beautiful. We also really enjoy this Myriophyllum mycanthomoides, the beautiful lush green stem plant that's growing to the left and right hand side. It's a classic kind of valley style aquascape, so we've got 2 distinct islands on the left and right, and then we have this negative space running down the centre of the aquarium from the foreground to the background, which gives us this kind of valley style. I really love this aquascape. It's probably one of my favourites. These 3 aquascapes that I have filmed are my top 3, and that's why I've kind of chosen to film them. So let me know in the comments, guys, which is your favourite out of these 3, and also have a think and let me know why they're your favourite. I think this exercise of actually really thinking objectively about why we like something is a useful exercise, and we can use these kind of lessons in our own aquascapes perhaps, and that's the kind of intention behind this video. It's obviously nice eye candy, but hopefully we can use some of the lessons that Aquarium Gardens are teaching us with these beautiful aquascapes. So here we've got some more shots of the Myriophyllum mycanthomoides, or the Hemianthus mycanthomoides, or the Hemianthus glomeratus, depending on where you're from. It's labelled as an advanced plant, but some people find it quite easy. But what I would say is to get it to grow like it is now, nice and compact and lush green, you do need to supply it with good light and CO2. Here's a great shot of the overall tank, the Aquascaper 900. Now, what can I say? It looks amazing. Again, another great bushy shot here of the Hemianthus mycanthomoides with the Ludwigia on the right there, and then we've got some of the Bucephalandra in the foreground. Here you can just probably make out the bulbitis there, which is purling in the centre of the screen, the beautiful African fern, and then you can see more shots of that Hydrocotyle verticillata, the kind of mushroom round leaf plant there at the bottom in the bottom right. Here's a wide angle shot here. You get a really good shot of the carpet here, which is growing beautifully, really dense and compact, which is a good sign that we've got great light, good CO2 circulation, and obviously good nutrients from the soil and from regular liquid fertilisers. Fish-wise, we've got the classic Harlequin rasboras there, a real great option for most nature aquariums due to their kind of shoaling behaviour. Really active in here and looking really great. I love the way the orange of their bodies contrasts with the greens of the plants. You might notice that the greens are really super rich in this video, and that is because of the ADA Solar RGB, which is running this tank. It's probably one of my favourite lights that I've ever seen. I've never actually owned one, they are quite expensive. But if you can afford it, you know, it is a great option, as you can see, and illuminates the aquarium beautifully. So there we go, the Aquascaper 900. Let me know what you think, guys. Is this your favourite, or do you prefer the Aquascaper 1500 or ADA 60p? Let me know in the comments, and of course watch the rest of the video to find out more about those other aquariums. So let's move on over to the stunning Aquascaper 1500, originally aquascaped as part of a workshop by Philippe Oliveira from Aquaflora. It's now 10 months old, and I think not only credit to Philippe for the stunning aquascape, but also to Dave, the owner of Aquarium Gardens, for taking sole responsibility for maintaining this magnificent aquarium. If I had to choose one of the 3, I would probably be inclined to choose this one. It's a little bit interesting because actually I created the aquascape that was in this aquarium before Philippe rescaped it but I hand on heart have to say I do prefer this Aquascape to my original Aquascape, so hats off to Philip and super skilled Aquascaper of course. The lighting here is the Life Aqua Master Pro RGB, again high-end premium units, but as you can see bringing out those fish colours beautifully, and the greens of the plants and the reds of the plants looking absolutely stunning. Really love the addition of the dwarf neon rainbow fish in here. Never actually kept these fish before, but I think they suit this Aquascape absolutely perfectly. Let me know what you think, and would you change the fish in here? I wouldn't. I think these are a great addition. So we've got real dominant hardscape in here with that driftwood, especially that left-hand vertical element there, and a real great combination of epiphyte plants with a trident fern. We've got bulbitis, we've got regular Java ferns, loads of Bucephalandra. In the background we've got some stems. They're not quite showing their peak condition right now because this Aquascape has had a trim relatively recently, but you still get the overall impression and just how kind of high impact this beautiful layout is. It's a real centerpiece actually in Aquarium Gardens. You walk in the store and you see this almost straight away. It's the most, obviously the biggest Aquascape, but I would argue the most impactful, with that huge piece of driftwood sticking out the top of the aquarium. I think this adds an amazing sense of nature. Other stunning plants we've got in here is that Blixia japonica there on the left hand side, and in front of that again we've got the Hemianthus micranthomoides. Over to the left we've got some Cryptocoryne petchi, I believe, which is the kind of reddish crypt. Those bulbitis there you can see. We've got the regular Java fern, which looks great in here, some Bucephalandra there attached to the wood of course. The filtration in here is interesting. I'm actually running 2 OASE Biomaster 600 Thermos, and each filter actually has its own inline CO2 injection system. So this is a really great way to ensure great CO2 circulation around the aquarium. Last but not least, we have this beautiful ADA 60p system featuring the new ADA Aquasky RGB light and the ADA light screen, giving us this really stunning blue backdrop. I really love the colours going on in here. It's really high impact, lots of interesting textures. The Alternanthera there in the foreground giving us a hint of red, also with the Rotala hra there, the stem plant in the background. You can also see some crypts there in the kind of mid-ground, and the whole kind of Aquascape has got so many textures and colours going on, but I think there's a really nice coherent balance to the layout, and all credit to Aquarium Gardens for managing to maintain such a high energy system for 18 months. You can see the EA Aquascaper glass pipework set there, the filter inlet and outlet. This works really great in a tank like this, the glass being almost invisible and that surface skimmer ensuring that no surface scum builds up on the aquarium water surface. This is a lovely angle, and we've deliberately blacked out all of the other tanks, turned all the other tank lights off to really accentuate the beautiful lighting on this ADA 60p. The fish we've got here are the beautiful ember tetras, which look so colourful with the ADA Aquasky RGB. I've actually had to do very little colour grading on this video just because the colours of the light units are so great in all of these Aquascapes. Here you can see some beautiful crypts. I think this is the Cryptocoryne X Willisii from Tropica, looking beautiful. And here we have a lovely close-up of the Rotala hra, and you can see the pearling there. This is the oxygen bubbles actually forming on the leaves because the oxygen levels in the water are so high. Just look at those stunning leaves with those pearls of oxygen forming. We also got some neon tetras in there mixed in with the embers. Great little dash of blue. And here's a really interesting plant, Ranunculus inundatus, which we don't often see used in aquascapes. Really happy to see it in here. Here we've got a beautiful close-up of the Microsorum Terapus Windelov, the Java fern that was actually named after the founder of Tropica, Holger Windelov. Here's a nice close-up of the Alternanthera reineckii. This is actually a nice snack for a mono shrimp when they get too hungry, so do beware if you're keeping Alternanthera and a mono shrimp together. Here's a lovely close-up of the albida brown, the Cryptocoryne, stunning plant. Okay guys, there you go, a insight into my top 3 aquascapes here at Aquarium Gardens. Thanks so much to Dave, the owner, for letting me into the store after hours to film these magnificent aquascapes. I hope you've enjoyed this film. I've really enjoyed making it for you. A little bit of a different style of video. Let me know what you think about that. And of course, let me know which of the 3 aquascapes is your favourite. And I'm really interested to know why that is. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're well. Take care of yourselves and others. Be kind. Keep on scaping. Cheerio.